everyone, this is Daisy Margaret. In today's video, we are about to discuss Class 8, Unit 19, Movements in Animals, Part 4. Topics to be discussed: skeleton system, functions of skeleton, constituents of skeleton, and parts of skeleton. Skeleton system. First, let us learn about what is a skeleton system. The skeleton system provides the hard structure or framework to the human body which supports and protects the body. It is composed of connective tissues like bones, cartilage, tendons, and ligaments. So what is a skeleton system? You can see here in the picture. The skeleton system, it provides a hard structure or framework to the human body, so that only supports and protects the body. The skeleton system, it is composed of connective tissues like bones, cartilages, tendons, and ligaments. If the skeleton is without joints, no movement would take place, and the significance of the human body will be no more than a stone. On the basis of presence in the body, skeleton is of two types. So without joints, no movement would take place, and it is very important in the human body. So if the joints are not there, the human body will be like a stone. On the basis of presence of joints in the body, the skeleton is of two types. The two types of skeleton are: one is exoskeleton, another one is endoskeleton. So exoskeleton, it is the skeleton that is found on the exterior layer of the body, and it basically originates from embryonic ectoderm and mesoderm. Like scales in the fishes, outer hard layer of the tortoise, and feathers of the birds, it protects and preserves the inner organs. So what is the exoskeleton? It is the skeleton found on the exterior layer, out layer of the body, and it is from the embryonic ectoderm and mesoderm. The scales in the fishes and outer harder layer of the tortoise and the feathers of the birds, they protect and preserve the inner organs. The next one is endoskeleton. Endoskeleton, it is the skeleton that is found inside the human body, and it originates from the mesoderm. These are found in almost all vertebrates and form the main body structure. So endoskeleton, it is inside the human body, so it is from the mesoderm, and it is found in almost all the vertebrates, and that only forms the main body structure. Let us discuss about the functions of skeleton. The skeletal system serves 5 important functions in the human body. So how many functions? 5 functions are provided by the skeletal system. So the first one is it provides the structure and shape to the body. So we get structure and shape due to the bones, and due to the skeletal system only we get those structure and shape of the body. So what is the first important function? It provides structure and shape to the body. Then it supports and surrounds the internal organs of the body. So the skeletal system, it only supports and it only surrounds the internal organs of the body. So it protects the internal organs of the body. So you can see here all these internal organs, they are protected. They are surrounded by the skeletal system, and they protect these internal organs. The third important function is calcium and phosphorus, the two minerals that the body needs for important regulatory functions, are stored inside the bones. So the two minerals, calcium and phosphorus, they are very important for the regulatory function. So those minerals are stored inside the bones. Fourth function, red blood cells are produced in the bone marrow. So these red blood cells, they are produced in the bone marrow. Then the fifth function, the bones of the skeletal system act as levers for muscular action. So the bones, they only act as levers for the muscular action. So these are the 5 important functions of the skeletal system. So what are the functions of skeletal system? What are the functions of skeleton? The 5 important functions in the human body of the skeletal system are: it provides structure and shape to the body, it supports and surrounds the internal organs of the body. Calcium and phosphorus, the two minerals that the body needs for important regulatory functions, are stored inside the bones. Red blood cells are produced in the bone marrow. The bones of the skeletal system act as levers for muscular action. Muscular movement would not be possible without tendons, that is, fibrous cords of tissue that attach muscle to bone, and ligaments, fibrous cords of tissue that attach bone to bone. So the muscular movement, it is not possible without tendons and ligaments. So what are tendons? Tendons are the thing which bind the muscle to the bone. Okay, the fibrous cords of tissue that attach muscle to bone. So you can see here the muscle is attached to the bone, so that is because of the tendons. The same way, ligaments, they are the fibrous cords of tissue that attach bone to bone. So you can see here those are called as ligaments. So without these two, the muscular movement would not be possible. Do you know the femur or thigh bone is the longest and strongest bone of the human skeleton? So you can see here this is femur. Okay, so this is femur. So this is also called as thigh bone. So that is the longest and strongest bone of the human skeleton. Then which is the smallest and lightest bone? The stapes in the middle ear is the smallest and lightest bone of the human skeleton. So in the middle here, the stapes you can see here. So these are very small and light. So this is the smallest and lightest bone of the human skeleton. Constituents of skeleton. Human skeleton consists of bones, cartilages and ligaments. Okay, so bones comprise the hard framework of the body. Cartilages are supporting and connecting tissues. So what is cartilage? You can see here. So it is a connective tissue that is very flexible. And ligaments, you already know, that is the fibrous cords that is connecting bone to bone. So the cartilages are supporting and connecting structures. For example, the cartilage supports the projecting external ears and the tip of the nose. Ligaments bind the bones together. What is the example for cartilage? The cartilage supporting the external ears and the tip of the nose, and ligaments, they bind the bones together. So these are the different types of bones in the human skeletal system. They are long bones, they are found in arms and legs. Short bones, they are found in wrist angle and vertebral column. Flat bones, they are found in skull, ribs, shoulder and hips. Irregular bones, found in spine and vertebral column, mandible, palatine and inferior nasal concha, and hyoid. So these are the 4 different types of bones in the skeletal system. Flat bone, that is sternum. Long bone, that is humerus of arm. You can see here, this is the long bone. Then irregular bone, that is vertebra. So this is the irregular bone, and the short bone, carpet. Parts of skeleton. The skeletal system is composed of bones and the related structures that aid body movement. It is divided into 2 major parts. So you can see here. So this is the axial skeleton and this is appendicular skeleton. So they divided into 2 major parts. One is axial skeleton, another one is appendicular skeleton. So there in this body you can see the green color wherever it is there, that those are the appendicular skeleton. And this part, these are axial skeleton. Axial skeleton. So the axial skeleton consists of the bones along the axis or central line of the human body. The axial skeleton consists of the skull, facial bones, sternum, ribs, and vertebral column. The axial skeleton, it is along the axis or central line of the human body. So what are the parts of axial skeleton? They are skull, facial bones, sternum, ribs, and vertebral column. Let us discuss about each and everything in detail. Skull. Skull is a hard structure made up of small bones. It is formed by 22 bones, out of which 8 bones are fixed together to form the cranium and 14 bones fuse to form the face. So the skull, it is the hard structure and it is made up of small bones. So it is formed by 22 bones. So out of which 8 bones, they are fixed together to form cranium and 14 bones, they fuse together to form the face. The only bone which has movable joint is the lower jaw. So this movable joint is supported by muscles and ligaments. Skull placed on the top of the backbone can be moved up and down and sidewards. So the only bone which has movable joint is the lower jaw, and the movable joint, it is supported by muscles and ligaments. The skull which is placed on the top of the backbone, and they can be moved up and down and also sidewards. Skull bone in human. So you can see here the nasal bone, sphenoidal bone, frontal bone, parietal bone, occipital bone, and temporal bone. So this is mandible. Vertebral column. Vertebral column running at the back of the body is also called as spine or the backbone. It is in the trunk region to offer support to the upper part of the body. Vertebral column is made up of individual bones called as vertebrae. Total vertebral column consists of 7 cervical vertebrae, 12 lumbar vertebrae, 5 fused scacal, and 3 fused coccygeal vertebrae. Vertebral column runs from the base of the skull to the hip of the bone, forming a tube. Spinal cord passes through this hollow tube. Vertebrae are joined by gliding points which allow the body to bend back, front, and sidewards. The functions of vertebral column are given below. It protects the spinal cord. It supports the head. It serves as an attachment for the ribs. What are the functions of vertebral column? It protects the spinal cord. It supports the head. It serves as an attachment for the ribs. It provides support and place of attachment for the pectoral and pelvic girdle. You can see here, this is pectoral girdle and this is pelvic girdle. So it provides support and it places the attachment for these two. It provides the movement for human skeleton. It provides movement for the human skeleton. Sternum or rib cage. Rib cage occupies the chest region. It is a cone-shaped structure made up of 12 pairs of ribs. You can see here 12 pairs of ribs. Ribs are attached to the vertebrae at the back, which curve around to form a cage. So it looks like a cage. The ribs are attached to the vertebrae at the back, which curve around to form a cage. 10 pairs of ribs are attached to the breastbone at the front. Two pairs of the lower ribs are free at front. So the two pairs of lower ribs which are free at the front, they are called as free floating ribs. These are called as free floating ribs. Rib cage is set up in such a way that it can contract and expand during the process of breathing. So rib cage, it protects the underlying lungs and heart and also some part of liver. So what are the things protected by rib cage? Underlying lungs, heart and some part of liver. Appendicular skeleton. The appendicular skeleton contains the bones in the appendages of the body as well as the structures that connect the appendages to the axial skeleton. Specifically, the appendicular skeleton comprises the shoulder girdle, arm, wrist, and hand bones, and the pelvic girdle, the leg, ankle, and foot bones. So you can see here the red part, whatever is here, they are under appendicular skeleton. So what are the appendicular skeleton comprises? Shoulder girdle, arm, wrist, hand bones, pelvic girdle, leg, ankle and foot bones. Shoulder bone or pectoral bone. So shoulder bone, it is formed by the collar bone at the front and the shoulder blade at the back. The collar bone is supported by the breastbone at the one end and the shoulder blade at the other end. So the shoulder bone, it is formed by collar bone at the front and shoulder blade at the back. The collar bone is supported by the breastbone at one end and the shoulder blade at the other end. The shoulder bone encloses a socket-like cavity into which it fixes the ball of the upper arm. This forms a ball and socket joint. This girdle is also called as pectoral girdle. Pelvic bone. Pelvic bone is also called as pelvic girdle. It is made up of strong bones to balance entire weight of the body. Pelvic girdle is formed by 5 fused vertebrae at the back and form the cavity in the center while reaching the front part. The thigh bones are attached to either side of the girdle with a ball and socket joint. Do you know humans and giraffes have the same number of bones in the necks, but the vertebrae in the giraffe's neck are much larger. Arm bone. Arm bone is the upper limb made up of humerus, radius, ulna, carpals, metacarpals, and flangens. All these bones are joined by hinge joints which allow the limb to move only in one direction. Humerus is made up of the upper arm. Forearm is made up of radius and ulna. Forearm is made up of radius and ulna. Wrist is made up of carpals. Palm, it is made up of metacarpals, and fingers, they are made up of phalanges. Leg bone. Leg bone is the lower limb made up of femur, tibia, fibula, tarsals, metatarsals, and phalanges. All these bones are joined by hinge joints which allow the limb to move only in one direction. Knee is covered by a cap-like structure called as patella or a kneecap. So femur, it makes up the thigh bone. Leg, it is made up of tibia and fibula. And ankle, it is made up of tarsals. And foot is made up of metatarsals. And toes, they are made up of phalanges. Summary of the video, we discussed about skeleton system. We learnt about functions and constituents of skeleton. And finally, we discussed about the parts of skeleton. This is to be continued. If you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.